Hi, my name is Dan Gilbert, principal of North Quincy High School, and you are in for a treat today because you are going to meet 5 incredible students that do so much more than just come to school every day and go to their classes. They're leaders, some quietly, some much more vocally, but in a school of 1,500, you can imagine there's so many great kids, but these 5 in particular stand out for their leadership, for their kindness, for their compassion. And some days as principal it can be long and challenging, but when you come to a school where you have kids like this, it makes it much easier because as much as we hope sometimes teachers and educators inspire their kids, it's quite often the opposite, and we're the ones that are inspired, and we're the ones that draw from the strength of our students so that we can continue to do all the great things that we do here at North Quincy High. So Ms. Fernandez will be interviewing and kind of emceeing with our students, but I hope you enjoy and I hope you draw some inspiration from these 5 kids. Thanks.
Hi, so sitting with me today is Katherine Chen, junior here at North Quincy High School. She is at the top of her class academically, amazing student, member of National Honor Society. She's also class treasurer and vice president of the art club. She also is co-captain of the school's Quiz Bowl team, and congratulations to the team because they just made it to the round of 16, which is a really amazing accomplishment. They'll be on TV in January, and I think your first round you're against Lexington.
Yeah.
And Katherine, she really has been instrumental in creating sort of a bond for that team, and her coaches have said that, you know, she's the reason why they've been so accomplished is because of her leadership. So great job. I think Katherine stands out for her academic excellence, but also I think for being a real team player. She really empowers teams when she's a part of it and inspires her peers to be better. So
yeah, like I think as a person, I feel like there's never a reason to give up. I feel like that's how I've lived my life, and that's how I've taken all these classes. Like, because it's hard isn't a reason to not do something, and I think that if I want something, then I should do it, and like there's no reason to never not chase your dreams. And all of like these academic pursuits and clubs that I've been a part of, I think I've like followed that kind of philosophy for Quiz Bowl. Like I joined the team like a couple first weeks of freshman year, and I thought that it was so hard because all of the seniors were getting all these like amazing questions correct, and I'm like, how would you even know that? And then I realized, you know, that could be me one day too, and I feel like that day is coming now, and I feel like every day is, you know, waiting for that one day to come. And I hope that other people too feel that way as well, and that like along my own journey I can make a lot of good memories with other people, and I hope they have good memories of me when they leave this school as well. And I guess to speak about my role models,
sure, that'd be great.
I really look up to my mom because she's just the type of person when you look at them, like you wonder how she hasn't given up in life yet, and how she like has, I guess, the energy to wake up 5 a.m. every morning, make breakfast for me, go to her job, and come back and like always do so much for her family, and always has so much more to give. And like I feel like she's the type of person who reminds me of that there's always more blood you can bleed for something that you want. And yeah.
Thanks, Katherine.
Is there anything else?
I think you covered it, right?
Okay.
You feel good, like you said, what you wanted to say?
My role models.
Yeah, go ahead.
And for my role models, I look up to a lot of like women in STEM because that's like the career that I want to pursue in the future, because I think that like technology is one of those fields where there's a space for everybody, and like you can like really make the world better. And I look up to like women like Grace Hopper, Katherine Johnson, and like Ada Lovelace, like pioneers in their fields. And again, like it's kind of crazy to think like maybe one day you could be someone who could write calculations to send a rover in trajectory towards space and like, you know, use like Jupiter as your gravitational pull to get it out there. But like, you know, one day I hope that could be me too, and I guess I'm waiting for that one day.
So this is Ana Panor. He's a senior here at North Quincy High. He's a scholar and an athlete. He's captain of the football team, plays basketball. He takes multiple AP classes. He's the vice president of the senior class. Somehow he makes it all look really easy, and we know that it's not, and there's a lot that goes into accomplishing what he's able to accomplish. As a leader, Ana is very respected by his peers. He was elected vice president of his class, and he's really inclusive, approachable, really kind, and but he's also very goal-oriented and accountable. So when he says he's going to do something, he always follows through, and he can always be trusted to do what's asked of him.
Yeah, ever since I was a kid, I've always been taught by my dad to stick with your words, follow through, and never to give up. It's been a motto of mine, and that's what I've done all throughout my life, ever since I was a kid, and growing up in high school especially, trying to make a name for myself here at North Quincy High School. I wanted to leave a name for myself, and hopefully for my little sister who comes through the program as well. I want her to follow my footsteps as well. I've always wanted to, it's always been a dream of mine to come to North and leave a name from being always involved at the football games that they had and basketball that I would go to and watch. It was always just, I look up to the older kids that came here, and I knew a few of them because of my older sister, and they always gave me words of advice for when I get here. And I wanted to just make my parents proud, my family proud, especially my mother, who I do everything for. It's all to make my mother happy and my dad happy. I especially do it for my mom. She's always been preaching to me to work my hardest, and ever since elementary, the middle, and now even high school even more, she's always preached to shoot for more, shoot for better, don't settle for less. And especially my dad, who also has taught me the work ethic that I need to have to be successful in life. And I feel like I'm almost getting to that point where I have almost reached that goal of making my parents as proud as they can be. Especially when I get to college, I want to repay them as much as I can for the life lessons they've taught me and how well they've raised me and everything they did for me. They sacrificed everything for me and my siblings. So I feel it's my duty to just repay them in some way for giving me the best life I could ever ask for.
Hello, sitting with me here is Carlin Chen. He's a junior here at North Quincy High School. He is the vice president of the junior class. He is also a cadet in ROTC, co-commander of his drill team. And he really stands out as a leader because he's someone who's kind, who's friendly, and inclusive. Carlin always is looking to serve others, whether it be in the school setting, always asking, what can I do to help? Also in the larger community, especially as part of ROTC, so many community service hours, serving his community, and he's consistently looking for ways to help others in need, which really sort of defines him as a great leader.
To build off of what Ms. Fernandez said for the introduction, I also enjoy playing a lot of sports, volleyball, basketball, and yeah, like I've always wanted to be the better version of myself. Every single day I'm trying to become more of a better version. I always try to go out my way to help people because that's what I like to do. I just like to help people out. I really want to make a positive impact with the people that I'm around, and I just want to set a really good influence on, the people that I'm with.
Okay, so Carlin, is there someone who you see as a role model for you?
Yes, I would definitely say I would first have to shout out my family though, because they've done so much for me. They've sacrificed a lot for me, and I really just thank my friends, my family, my mom, my dad, even my sister. Although sometimes she did take some of my toys when I was younger, but I'm not gonna hold that against her. But yeah, definitely shout out to my family, my friends. But I would say my role model would have to be my aerospace instructor, John DiLorenzo, right now. He's just, ever since my freshman year, I've been a part of the ROTC program. And when I first met him, he was a little scary. You know, I gotta admit, he was a little scary, but as the years go by, as a current junior, I've realized that he's always looked out for us. He's constantly looking out for me and all the cadets, and he's just a very, very hardworking guy. And my role model would have to be my aerospace instructor, John DiLorenzo.
Thanks, Carlin.
Yeah.
Why do you think it's important to be a leader in the community?
I think it's important to be a leader in the community, school community, because I feel nowadays, I think it's very important for kids to have a role model. Because right now, I feel sometimes, you know, some kids don't have anybody they can lean on, or, you know, some other kids may be going down the wrong path. And I feel that as a leader, you can make a positive impact in the school. And when people are able to see that you're doing the right things and you're being, you know, just kind and, like, you know, focusing on your academics, doing everything right, then your peers and the kids around you will feel motivated to do what you're doing. And that's why I feel it's important to be a leader in the school.
Thanks, Carlin. With me today is Anya Sanjani. She's an athlete and a scholar here at North. She plays basketball and soccer. She's also very interested in pursuing a business career and does a lot in the school towards that. She is a member of DECA, which is a competitive business simulation problem-solving club, and she was a state finalist in that competition. Anya stands out as a leader for her tenacity and her determination, and I'll quote one of her teachers who said, "Anya doesn't just give up because something is hard." So thank you, Anya.
Yeah, thank you. I think the reason why I don't give up is because my grandma, she's like one of the strongest people I know, and she's literally the pillar of my family. Like, when my family first immigrated to America, she was the one who put her foot down and said, we need to make a better life for ourselves. And whenever, like, ever since I was young, I was like the oldest out of 4 cousins that were very close. And she's always taught me, like, it's important for them to look up to me and make a good, be a good role model for them. So I think that's why I just naturally take on this leadership role in, like, settings that need a leader.
Hi, I'm here with Lily Cary. She's a top student here at North Quincy High School. She's also the secretary of the junior class. And she's very involved in the arts here at North. She's secretary of the drama club. She's also drum major in our award-winning band and very committed to her role in the band. She's so artistic and she loves to make her own clothes, and she's just a special person and a leader because she truly radiates positivity. People love being around Lily because she's got just this amazing positive attitude, and she really lifts up those who are around her. So thank you, Lily.
Yeah, ever since I was little, I've really loved the arts. My dad's in his own band, and I've just grown up around music and art. When the aspect arose to join theater and a band, it was obviously a yes, because everyone else around me was doing it, and it was like the perfect in, I guess. And ever since, I've just fallen in love with it. I don't know what to say.
That's good. You want to talk about your role model?
Sure.
Okay.
For my role model, I wouldn't say I have exactly just one role model, because there's so many people in my life that have impacted me. But recently, it's been the graduated seniors that have come before me. I feel like every year I find one new friend, and they take me under their wing and help me a little bit. Last year's drum major, Bryn Toller, she became my best friend, and she was the one who taught me how to conduct, and every day after rehearsal she'd drive me home and we'd talk about how rehearsal went, and she just influenced me to want to be like her, to be someone who people look up to, and that's why I'm here now as drum major.
Do you want to talk a little bit about how you see yourself as a leader, or what you want to be as a leader? What qualities are important to you as a leader?
So for a leader, I'd say the most important quality is just being confident in what you do. Every person I've looked up to before has always like known who they are, what role they have, and just confidence always makes people want to follow you. So anytime I see myself or I find myself in a leadership position, I feel I have to like take confidence in what I'm doing. So yeah.